And we're back for more of Sunset, the Epilogue. We're once again Duhad, G Money, and Time Knight, and we're just gonna get right into it.
Let's do this. All
Excuse me.
right. Right. Just start now?
Yep, just go for it.
All right. Upon the day after the celebration, Twilight walked to Celestia's chambers. Only one occasion had she been this terrified to approach these doors. She was but a little filly, new to the castle, and its ways that
It
that day
weighs.
so many years ago, and its ways
No,
that
you're right. That is a fucking awful sentence. Knew the castle and its ways that day so many years ago, which would work if there was another bit of punctuation. If the punctuation was different, that would work. But since there is
yeah
no
that
punctuation
confused
in
me.
that sentence, it is
I
not.
think the Y. I think the Y is the only mistake in that sense, because maybe it was supposed to be and it was.
Wait.
That's closer to a normal
Yeah.
sentence.
Well,
I'm
well,
hoping.
no, because the thing is, what she's trying to say is she was new to the castle and its ways.
Oh, that
However, the
was
way
really
it's
important.
it's written, it's the little filly new to the castle, and its ways that day so many years ago. It needs one punctuation mark. It needs one comma in there that it does not have.
Yeah, it needs help.
Yeah, so it's an odd sentence. Anyway, moving on.
So Twilight was afraid, but Eos is a
Now
different person.
Eos, on the other hand, she's fucking
Eos.
awesome.
Okay,
Ebony's
okay.
darkness,
If you're
Eos
going
Ringway.
to if you're going to give the character a new name, at least be consistent on whether you're going to be called her Twilight or Eos.
No, consistency is for. I can't even think about
Essence.
yeah, for fucking decent writers, I guess. I can't even come up with a term for someone who is so stupid to think that that is appropriate. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Eos tensed up as she stopped dead before the pieces of wood. Guards in golden armor flanked it as usual. She swallowed hard and approached the dual portals. You mean
Bloop.
the doors?
No,
mean the
no,
doors?
Celestia has like the orange and
doors.
blue portals there, and Twi's just going to jump through them constantly rather than going in.
Just like
Boop, 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 boop. Neep. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
knock, knocking softly in case the mare beyond could not handle loud noises.
Gee, this is you.
Okay. Enter.
Spoke a soft
Oh,
voice
that
from
was
beyond.
supposed to be soft.
There's
Whoops.
She
Whatever.
gently. Hoo-ah.
She gently placed a hoof on the long golden handle and pushed
Oh,
down,
baby.
I thought it was
opening
a
the
portal.
doors with a click. Light flooded
Now it
into
became a door again.
the room, and the doors curtains drawn over. Okay, hold on. Light flooded into the room from the doors, and curtains drawn over the windows to cast it into darkness. As soon as she passed across the threshold, the doors shut automatically. A large fireplace sat before her in the circular room. It was made out of pink granite, by the way.
Yes. Oh God, you're right. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! We're back in
Yeah.
the pink fireplace.
The pink fireplace.
Oh man,
Anyways,
I'm glad we set that up some times ago.
Right room.
a white room resting a white
form
form
resting.
a white form resting upon the upon a pile of pillows in front of it. Eos bowed her head and head low as she approached.
So Celestia, regent slash queen slash lord slash grand empress of the sun, depending on what the author decides to credit her as in a given paragraph, is recovering from her injuries by staying the fuck away from the sun and just staring into a fire.
Into a pit of fire.
Yes.
Yes, because
Also, apparently, she likes to change her name again too.
Oh yeah, we're back to
Back to
Spanish. Celestia.
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo.
There you go. As Yuji.
So, do you want to take care of business first, or would you rather chat for a while before?
Soul
I
asked.
don't know why I want to chat with my murderer, but okay.
Soul asked. Her purple eyes gazing into the lavender and alicorn, Her face was unreadable in the silhouette of her fireplace.
I think it means it was an unreadable silhouette, but nah.
Unreadable.
It's saying an unreadable silhouette unreadable in the silhouette of the fireplace. She's saying that she's unreadable. She's unreadable because she's within the silhouette of the fireplace. Not that she is, a silhouette framed against the fireplace, but that she is within the fireplace's silhouette.
What?
Even so, though, what silhouette do you know has a face?
Well, no, it's a silhouette would just mean that it's kind of her outline in darkness. But it's not her silhouette. It's the fireplace's silhouette. The fireplace, the outline of the fireplace with light all around it is what Celestia is within. The fireplace is creating negative light with regular light all around it.
Oh my god,
weird.
It's antimatter.
That is the mental image I am drawing from this.
Apparently pink granite is made of antimatter.
It is.
It is.
Just like Applejack in that one episode.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, so all right. Okay, this is Eos, right?
Yes.
If you mean give back what's rightfully yours, then I'd like to do that first, princess.
Eos responded, head still in a deep bow. The flower scent she remembered from the princess's chambers ignited memories of happier days in her mind.
I'm walking on sunshine. Ooh.
Okay then, in her mind, days where her only friend was her dragon assistant.
Oh, those happy days before all those stupid friends came and ruined everything.
Those happy days when I just spent my time alone, crying.
It's like those happy days when it was just her and Spike and fuck everyone else.
Screw Applejack.
Fuck you, Applejack, you damn earth pony.
Well, if you think about it, according to the show, she had friends in the castle supposedly too, because Moondancer was.
No, Spike had friends in the castle. Twilight refused to let him go and spend time with them.
That's true. He couldn't get a date. Poor kid.
Spike's like, hey, I'm gonna go off and have fun with my friends. So I was like, no.
Be my slave, dragon thing.
No, but be my slave.
I hatched you, therefore you must be my slave.
Anyway, so this is Celestial's line.
All right.
She replied.
Because it's on a comma, for some reason.
All right.
That's not how you end up punctuation.
Well,
okay.
It is if it's going to continue on into another line of dialogue, but since she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She replied, a beam of white light shot forth from her stump of a horn, connecting with her students. This is how unicorns have sex.
A stump.
Yes.
Wait, what happened to her horn? It's now a stump.
Remember Twilight cut it off with glandering?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you mean Gandalf's sword?
Yes, I was trying to think of the first fantasy sword name I could come up with, and my mind just went to glandering. So that's what Twilight's sword is now. It's glandering.
Okay, anyways. Okay. A wave of warmth swept over the two mares as the light embraced their entire beings, further indicating that this is how alicorns and unicorns have sex.
Honestly, it's just with no better mental image, I'm basically just imagining this is the end of Korra.
Yes.
Which actually kind of gives credence to your argument, but anyway.
Anyway, unlike last time, the warmth carried something else, something elusive to the purple pony. Love. Love.
That is exactly how that works.
But, anyways, in all seriousness, but quite present. Okay, but something elusive to the purple pony, but quite present. After a few moments, the warmth faded, much like... Oh, never mind. I'm just
Continuing.
making this take too long.
Yeah, let's go.
The student opened her eyes as the world once more was her familiar vantage point. The goddess before her, flaring her wings.
Flaring her
Twilight-
wings.
Flaring her wings.
Yeah, no, you had it right. Just G sneezed over your line, so I wanted to make sure it was
Sorry.
clear.
Sorry.
Anyway.
It's all right. Don't apologize. It just takes longer. Keep moving.
Twilight shut her eyes. Wait, hold on. She opened her eyes, then she closed them again.
Yes.
Twilight shut her eyes, allowing warm tears to pass as she pressed herself onto the floor. Awaiting any punishment, the divine teacher felt worthy of her treachery.
Divine
body-
teacher. Now, I know that is a line for some sort of deity. I just can't remember who it is.
The divine teacher should be God, but I mean,
I think it
Is it God?
Jesus?
It might be
is it
God. No, it's not. I don't know. I think it's God. I don't think it's Jesus.
I think it's
But
actually
it also might be. I'm trying to remember. I think not Confucius, but I think there is some sort of.
You're probably
I
thinking
might be thinking of the celestial teacher, which is
and you're probably
Chinese.
thinking of the divine tragedy.
No. It's like the divine teacher, the celestial teacher. Those are religious figures. I'm just trying to figure out which particular religion they're for. I think divine teacher is Judaism and Christianity and
Anywhere.
Islam, but
I'm not Jewish, so I don't know.
you're Christians. Anyway, point is,
I'm
moving on.
just kidding. That was a bad joke.
anywhere. Her body rocked with spasms and shook in fear as light overtook the room. Unable to see, the princess had merely opened the curtains.
Yes, you're unable to notice things when your fucking eyes are closed. Also, when our POV character cannot see something, don't fucking tell us what it is.
Of course, man. Twilight Sparkle.
She addressed.
Please do not be afraid of me. I am not angry at you for what you did, but I will confess myself. Disappointed.
I'm disappointed that you didn't
Son.
actually kill me.
I am disappointed.
Tried to assassinate me.
The way that sentence
Right.
is written is she's saying, I must confess to myself, disappointed.
I'm taking my powers back from you, but not because I'm angry, because I'm disappointed you didn't follow through. I taught you better than that.
If
Yes,
you're trying to
what-
kill someone, don't
Finish the job.
finish the job.
What have I always told you, Celestia? What have I always told you, Twilight?
Celestia.
Finish him. Exactly. You didn't do it.
Finish him. Mortal Kombat moment.
Yes. She began.
She began to openly sob in front of her mentor. Somehow, the idea of being far worse to her than outright anger.
Dude, don't cry in front of Mr. Miyagi.
God almighty Duhad.
So,
Praise be unto Duhad.
Celestial.
Celestia let out a sigh as she approached the filly, her horn already rebuilding itself.
That's a bit.
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh. It's like going up to someone who fucked up and saying, "Adult, you are a child again. I'm going to walk up to you, baby." The fucking narrator's being a douche at this point.
Oh, life sucks. So, you might as well screw everybody over all at once.
I suppose so. Anyway, I understand. Is your line?
I understand why you did what you did, and for what it's worth, I'm sorry that I deceived you for so long. I wanted to tell you for a long time, but I grew uneasy about the possible outcomes, and became complacent in the lie. This is entirely my fault that you killed me.
This is also true. No, Princess Celestia.
The student replied.
This is my fault. I failed to listen to reason and let my emotions and stress get the best of me, instead of stepping back and evaluating the situation dispassionately. That's what the Sith do. I failed the Jedi Order.
Only Sith duel in absolute twilight.
Twilight, I appreciate the sentiment, but that would have been too much to expect from you in light of the circumstances. I don't know what circumstances of like trying to kill your teacher.
Finding out you're a golem, apparently. Apparently, under those circumstances, murder is justified.
Good to know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, G, if you ever find out that you are actually a robot, you are totally justified in stabbing a bunch of people.
Oh man, I can be Chappie.
Yes.
Great. Okay, hold on.
Without the good side of me.
No, where were we?
A
frown. Oh yeah,
A frown.
A frown flashed across her royal face as she lay down beside her student, much like for her sister, a little year more than a year previous.
Okay. All I ask is that you walk away from this having learned 2 important lessons, and a few smaller ones as well. Only 2 lessons.
First lesson: don't fuck with your better.
Don't fuck with your teacher.
Number 2.
Mr. Miyagi came back.
Number
to
2: follow through, or it's gonna come back and bite you.
It rhymed.
Anyways, a purple pony blinked in surprise, no longer sobbing, yet tears still streamed down her face. Looking into the lavender pools of her teachers.
Oh, so actually, wait, hold on. You actually tried to fix that line. It is not tears streamed down her face. It's tears still streamed down her eyes.
Down her
Not
eye.
from her eyes. Not down her face. Down her eyes. Her eyes are like a windshield on a rainy day.
And apparently Celestia also has like two pools of purple drank and
Apparently.
Does she
But I
even
just
have,
love the idea of Twilight
Celestia
crying
even
from the
have-
top of her eyes and they just sort of roll down her eyeballs.
just rolled out.
'Cause that's what it's saying. They're rolling down her eyes.
Does Celestia even have purple eyes?
I
She does.
don't-
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
I looked them up.
The
Maybe.
story is purple to the fucking extreme, but it's generally not wrong as much as just way too goddamn over the top purpley.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
I-
purple prose.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So Celestia.
All right, Slursia.
Celestia.
Teach you carefully.
The first lesson.
Oh, the first
Lesson. Learn
Lesson.
from the mistakes of
Shut up.
the past. Be it your own or ancestors. It's
Oh, wait, what? I think I lost a page. Shit. Oh,
it
there it
is
is. Here it is.
as
Found it.
as
There
it
it is.
sounds.
The first lesson. Found it. The first lesson: learn from the mistakes of the past, be it your own or your ancestors. It is as simple as it sounds, my faithful student, and I know you've shown me your understanding of it well. But the next time might be a little bit harder to grasp. A part of growing up is learning that your idols, you've gilded with gold, are nothing but granite underneath. Can you tell me what that means?
It
that
means
what
that
the-
you're depreciating the value of your fireplace.
I was gonna say, is the fireplace actually made of gold?
No,
originally?
she's saying that it's made of that people are made of granite and not gold, and granite sucks. And why did I ever buy this fucking stupid fireplace made of granite? It's fucking radioactive. Why?
Apparently, people are also radioactive
Yeah.
because they're all granite underneath.
Oh God. Also, I think they're trying to go for profundity, but it's just coming off really, really, really
Stupid.
well, like just like fucking
I always
like the sayings, empty sayings, whatever that word is.
Confucius say.
No, not Confucius say. No, like what was the word when a saying sounds profound but is actually
pretentious.
no. The pretentious is when you think you're more clever than you are, or more meaningful than you are. It's it's when you think that it's when something sounds good but it's actually just hollow and pointless, like the story.
I was gonna say, have you read this story? It sounds like the whole story.
Yeah, well, whatever. Point is, that whole Celestia's whole line there just came off as like, here's something really wise, and I'm putting in a metaphor so that it makes the author sound really wise, and yet it's really generic and super obvious and really not profound in the slightest.
Well, that's how life works. You think you're profound, but then you aren't.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's less than I deserve, princess. Wait, hold on a second. What the hell? What line are we on?
We're at
Oh, can you tell me what that means? Okay, so it's your line, actually. Time out.
She racked her brain for a few seconds, pondering the teacher's words carefully.
It means
She trailed.
that part of growing up is learning that your mentor, your parents, your teachers, and elders aren't perfect. That they're flawed and are able to make the same mistakes and possess the same prejudices that a young pony can.
Celestia beamed back at her precious student.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. It's so wise. You had to take some time to piece it all out. Whoever came up with that saying must have been super wise and attractive and totally should get all the attention from members of the opposite or same sex. Hint. Author's so fucking cool. Look at me. I wrote the story. I'm
Oh
so
my god, I
fucking
wrote the
smart.
story. Yeah.
Okay. Celestia beamed back at her precious student, her little filly. I don't.
That's exactly right, Twilight. That doesn't sound like the lesson I would have learned, but okay. So you see, we're both in the wrong here. And I'm deeply sorry for it. I'm sure we can agree that getting beaten and nearly killed by my student is punishment enough for me.
Well,
That was actually in the story, not even me being sarcastic.
yeah, you've hit me in the face, therefore everything is forgiven. I'm off the hook! See ya, bitch!
You tried to kill me, so
By the way,
that totally makes up for me.
let it be
Well, it's just like in criminal law. If a police officer runs over and punches a rapist in the face, then the rapist gets off because he has a broken nose. And isn't that punishment enough? It is. Case closed.
Yes. Hold on, let's.
As for you, I'd say living with these memories will suffice nicely for one with a gentle heart like yours. However, I must warn you, Twilight. If you ever go berserk again, I have entrusted the mayor of Ponyville with a device that will block your magic. At least until you've calmed down.
Okay, so real quick, one, the punishment for almost murdering someone, and definitely fucking murdering a couple of guards, whatever the story might say, is, well, you did something really bad. But I bet you feel really sorry about it, so
I don't think
you're off the hook.
I don't think that's how it works. First of all, the second punishment is, oh hey, I'm in the wrong too, therefore I deserve to have almost been killed.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I was in the wrong as well, so I deserve to have been killed. And you almost killed me, but you feel really bad about it. Therefore, off the hook.
If you ever do it again, I'm going to give a magical device to somebody who's...
It's like, and like, she's like, oh, by the way, though, I must warn you, if you ever go berserk and try and murder people again, we will temporarily inconvenience you until you calm down.
Also, I'm
warned.
Also, I'm telling you who I'm inconveniencing you with, so if you were to go berserk and kill them, whoops.
Yeah, so if you go berserk, you know who to kill first.
Oh, nobody likes Mayor anyways, I mean.
Nobody likes Mayor. Anyway, that's the least I deserve, princess. Yeah, it really is.
The filly sighed.
And also, for fuck's sake, she's not a filly. She's an adult. This is like
She's a grown-ass mare.
This is like saying, like, oh, the Charlie Manson case. They're like, oh, Charlie, you feel bad, don't you, little boy? Who's a precious little baby boy? Who's a little baby boy?
Man, he's Charles Manson.
Twilight is Charles Manson, yeah.
Oh my god. Helter Skelter.
Anyway.
Philly side.
Okay, where is that? I lost track.
The Philly side.
Alright, here you go. Listen. I don't think I should be a student anymore.
Oh, that's that all?
Yeah, it's like, I would like to officially resign after trying to murder you. Oh, shit.
Well,
I don't deserve to be in the same kingdom as you. I'm moving to England. Never mind the same room. I'm fairly certain that in all the years you've been her student, you spent very, very little time in the same room as her. Why are you always so nice to me? No matter what I do, I'm a spiritless monster. An abomination to the universe.
crawling in my
My
skin.
Also, we have very little evidence of time that Twilight spent with Celestia one-on-one. I mean, even in the beginning of the when she's like, actively there, she has to fucking write letters just to get just to
Get noticed.
just to have like Celestia respond. And Spike's response to it is to her writing letters essentially, she's probably going to just ignore you for now. She'll probably get back to you in a few hours or something.
I remember that. That was like, wasn't that like a whole premise of one of the episodes?
Well,
of
no,
why she
that was
didn't
the
answer?
very first episode. The very first episode, while she's
Ish.
still actively a student, before she even leaves home and is
yeah,
in
she'll
a
get
different
back to you
goddamn town,
eventually.
then the very first thing she does is like, I want to contact Celestia. Spike, take a message and send it off. And Spike's response is, okay, but she's not going to get to it for a while. It's like she clearly was not like going in and like just living in the same goddamn dorm room as Celestia for all those years.
You must not know how life works. I
Apparently
think you're obviously wrong, right?
Anyway, moving along. The mover of the... Oh, for fuck's sake. More titles.
The mover of the
Oh
sun.
man, I got another title.
Right.
The mover of the sun shook her head. A dead, serious look, the likes of which the student had never seen before on her face.
Twilight. Right now I am speaking to you, mare to mare, not goddess to subject or teacher to student. Until we leave this room, consider me an equal in your eyes.
With that, the princess stood in her full height, an explosion of golden flames erupting around her, burning her to a crisp.
What the hell is that? The hell?
So, Twilight, I want you to think of me only as a normal person. Now hold on half a second. Flame on! I am immortal!
I'm just going to strike a Power Rangers pose while things explode in the background now.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to prove how normal and non-intimidated you should be by me by erupting in fire and rebirthing myself from the flames. Now that everything is comfortable, let's sit down.
Let's have some girl talk right now.
Yeah, man. Let's she's like a
Jesus.
phoenix.
Anyway,
Apparently,
the student
Twilight
cried out
is
in shock
afraid.
and
The
horror.
student cried out in shock and horror. Oh God, my skin is melting off.
Oh God, I'm on fire. Everything is burning.
Flames
My flesh
of
is
fire.
melting.
Quickly getting to her hooves and backing into the wall. It was rather difficult to see the mighty goddess as any pony's equals at this moment.
No shit.
Also, when did she get a pink mane?
No, I don't know. Anyways, as the flames quickly died, a sight she'd never expected manifested. I can't. There are a lot of things that ways I could riff on this, and I can't choose which one.
There's too many to count.
There's too many of things that you would never expect. Anyways, the same pure white,
That's what she said.
Keep going,
the
please.
same pure white pony with the pink mane stood before her, lacking wings, a unicorn like herself, right down to her height. You might find this hold on.
That's Jay. Jay, go.
You might find this amusing, but you have a spirit, Twilight.
You got spirit, girl.
You do have a spirit.
Also,
You have a
might-
soul.
okay,
You
so
might find
Celestia's
it
plan
funny,
to
but
make
you
herself
are-
approachable was to burst into flames, walk out of the golden sunbeams, having successfully removed her wings.
Congrats.
She was already a tiny child baby filly, and Twilight is still a giant alicorn god. So
Well,
Celestia
no.
did all that just to remove her wings to make her cosmetically slightly more approachable.
I guess. Also, apparently, Celestia's mane is no longer a rainbow.
Well, no, that's been the case since she was, like, beat the shit out of, remember?
No, they decided she was Spanish.
Yeah. So there was entirely the entire scene was basically just so that Twilight wouldn't have to see her wings. That's it. Anyway,
Okay.
how can I?
She asked, almost shouting.
I'm not a pony. I wasn't even born. Give me a single good explanation.
I can give you 3.
Soul calmly
Calmly replied.
guitar strum.
Oh yeah. The first is some encouragement from my dear sister. You snap back to reality and you instantly regretted what you did. A soulless monster would never care enough to experience regret, and they would be immune to her spell.
Keeping that in mind, anyone who with mildly sociopathic tendencies, if you do not immediately feel remorse, you are a soulless abomination. Mental illness is nothing but soulless witchcraft. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just kill all the lunatics.
I hate this
Wouldn't the
fucking
Joker be
story.
happy?
Anyway, and immune to as well.
Yeah. Second reason, you have a cutie mark. As every pony knows, a cutie mark only appears when a pony has learned their special talent. What no pony else knows, however, is that a cutie mark can only come from when that pony has a complete, if not fully developed, spirit.
Okay, why does no one know this?
Because
Also, does this mean the Cutie Mark Crusaders are soulless individuals unable to achieve?
Either that or they're useless at everything.
That
have
is also a distinct possibility.
And have no purpose in life.
I think it's that, according to this story's logic, that they just are soulless abominations, incapable of developed cutie marks due to the fact that they are in the hole.
I think according to this author, Duhad might be right, because if you continue to read that sentence that I'm reading, you'll see what I'm saying. I actually think that Duhad
Keep reading. It's your line.
Because,
You see,
I was ignorant of something critical all those years ago. Ponies are not born with spirits. See, the Cutie Mark Crusaders are soulless abominations. But rather they are forged from the fires of our lives. We live and we grow. They develop and change over time.
I guess that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
That makes no sense. You are an idiot.
Final reason.
Do not believe that you are making any sense.
Also, do not finish sentences. Final reason.
She interrupted.
If you didn't have a spirit, you never would have been able to steal my divinity.
For none but those with the spirit of man can steal the fire of the gods.
Right. Every pony with a spirit has a god or goddess inside them, lacking only the spark to awaken them.
Applejack will tame her goddesshood.
Man, I was just thinking the spark of the planeswalkers from Magic the Gathering, but alright. It's a contingency plan that creators put in place in case the royal bloodline should ever die.
Yeah, the royal bloodline, that is me, my sister, who are immortal and have no children.
I think. Well, you know, the creators were kind of dumb.
The creators were idiots.
Yeah, none of us are like me and my sister, or none of us. No, there's no males. We can't have babies.
Also, I just love the fact that apparently the creators were sort of like, well, we have to make sure that there's always a god. So if anyone becomes evil enough and powerful enough to overthrow the gods of good and break them upon the earth, they shall have in them the ability to take divinity and bend the world to their will. Good plan!
Okay then. We can't make... Okay, what happens if the gods die? I don't know. Well, let's just make it so that anybody can be a god.
Let's have it so whoever kills them can steal their divinity, and thus bend the entire world to their will. Which is, by the way, That's the sequel. The sequel is an alternate universe where Twilight does kill Celestia, does take her godhood, and becomes an evil tyrant.
Jesus
So
Christ.
this fucking like backup plan of the creators, literally, not
like-
just like we can reasonably assume just by being thinking people, the plan is so fucking stupid that it actually allows Twilight to become a horrifying monster that destroys the world.
So basically,
So basically, the creators are fucking stupid.
they like saw Highlander once and were like, that would be pretty cool.
Yes,
Highlander.
that is exactly it.
There can only be one.
Anyway,
cool.
continuing.
Anyways.
Eos is as
Eos. Eos is as much a part of you as your magic or your hoof, and is not something to be feared. I'm not sure what will happen now that she has been awakened, but I will make time to investigate this matter. Mostly because I might die.
Again.
yeah, mostly because she's a psychopath who tried to kill me once. But I mean,
Oh, we'll get around to that.
Well, isn't this the same story that she made Twilight anyways?
yes, this is also the same story where Twilight was Twilight's a golem.
Okay, well, there's step one where Celestia fucked up.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Anyway, continuing.
What? Twilight didn't notice the unicorn burst into gilded flames again.
What?
I didn't notice that someone just burst into flames in front of me, man.
All right, well, I'm done talking to you. Flame on!
Oh, did somebody? Did somebody Did it just get hot in here for a second?
I thought it was just
I
me,
don't know.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assume that Celestia's trying to do a Clark Kent Superman thing and just failing at it miserably. Hey there, Twilight. It's your old friend Soul. I'm here to give you some advice. Okay, well, I'm not giving you advice now. I'm going to go find Celestia. Poof. Oh, hi there, Twilight. Have you seen Soul anywhere? I think I just missed her. Well, I bet whatever she was talking about, it was super important.
You should listen to her. Wink.
That's how
Anyway,
life works.
going on.
Did you
Anyway.
not know that's how life
Yeah.
works?
Let's finish
okay.
this before
Okay,
midnight.
Twilight did not notice the unicorn burst into gilded flames again, as she pondered her words. They made a lot of sense to her. Let that sink in a little bit. Now that she thought about it, maybe she was not quite the soulless monster she thought she was, but she still felt like it. A new sense of shame overwhelmed her as she lowered her head to the floor again. She had flown off the handle for no reason. Now that she thought about it, the revelation didn't change anything, except for maybe caution her watch or stress level.
Oh, is that all?
That was something she already knew. So basically, this whole thing has been pointless.
No,
Like
this whole thing, no, everything that was just discussed there was entirely meaningless because she literally just defaulted back to her previous state of stress and misery.
I don't feel like a soulless
This
monster
is what we
anymore.
call filler, kids. And not the good kind like they put in Twinkies.
I probably would have preferred that.
I'd like to eat a Twinkie.
Anyway, let's see here. How could I be so foolish? I mean, this makes complete sense to me, I mean, Celestia. Yeah, no, this doesn't make complete sense. You're a fucking idiot. But why are you so nice to me? I'm sure every pony else that I almost murdered would want me executed for my crimes. Why are you letting me off so easy?
I don't know.
Come here, Twilight.
Celestia motioned her with her hoof.
I'm not hurt and no one else matters. Come here.
She smiled as her student obeyed her request and climbed onto the pile of pillows in front of her. The princess's horn continued to shimmer. almost restored to its full length.
So it's shimmering in the story sunset. Interesting.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh.
Well,
It's storyception.
Once the pile.
once on this pile, the Regent of the Sun joined her, resting alongside her.
I am not exactly how to say this, and I'm not sure how you'll react. But I've wanted to tell you this for years.
You're gay? I always knew it. Tell me what, princess.
Remember our fight? How I kept trying to say something to you at the end of it?
Yes?
Well, I was trying to tell you that wow, this is hard to do when your life isn't on the line, isn't it?
Woof. So, now that I think about it, I got a lot more to live for, and we got plenty of time. Maybe we can postpone this to another time. Awesome, great. You know what? I'm gonna...
Go now.
Yeah, take care, Twilight. I'll see you. Oh, God damn it, Celestia. Say it to her. Say it.
Just tell her. Just.
Stop pussing out, Celestia. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Just say it.
She left at the situation, sounding like dozens of beautiful church bells.
The
I think the line is, yes, she now looking sadly into the pillow.
I'm sorry, I was trying to tell you
No,
I love you.
your line is, well, I was, You literally had to stutter and
Wait, did
beat
I
around the
just
bushes,
do that?
Celestia. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you said. Oh, I thought we were joking. I forgot that line is literally that awkward in the original story.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No. That
Yeah,
was
well, I
literally
was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I was oh wow. Oh jeez.
Yeah. That wasn't being a
I
sarcastic
thought you were
accent.
making a joke. I forgot the line was that fucking awkward.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The best
Would you like
jokes
me to
are-
reread it for your entertainment? I mean, obviously, you seem to think I was making a commentary with it.
Yeah, no, I thought that was like I thought you were like trying to be as like deliberately over the toply like, oh man, I don't want to say this. Oh jeez.
Brandon was laughing at it because he's like, wow, that's exactly what it reads.
Wow. Wow.
That's the story you knew, Duhad.
I'm laughing because this is exactly what I thought she was going to say.
That's
What she ended up saying. I was
That's
just joking because.
Wow. Okay, finish your line then, G-Money, because, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to tell you, I love you, Twilight. At first I wasn't sure of it, but as time passed on, I watched you grow, I became certain. I love you. Like how a mother loves her filly. I always have, and with every accomplishment you achieve, I find myself more proud of you than I could ever say. I don't know why there was a weird ellipses in that middle of that. Those were
Celestia
no...
just went, well, oh, jeez, I'm just... Okay, Twilight, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it on the table. I love you. As a mother.
As a mother.
I feel I feel like you're an adopted daughter. And so I just go like, oh yeah, child zoned, great. No, that's awesome. I love you too, as a platonic friend and child.
Don't.
Forever. That's
Totally didn't want to.
that's
Totally
exactly what I was hoping
Totally
to
wasn't
say.
thinking that we were going to bang for a second, but oh well.
That'd be weird because you just said that you think of me like a kid. That's oof.
Pedophilia.
So we're
Anyway.
not. Yeah. Anyway, well. Moving on, I guess.
The purple mare lay there in silence for what felt like an eternity.
Oh,
Did
man.
Did the most powerful being in all of Equestria just say that she loved her? Twilight Sparkle? Even after all she did to her?
Yeah, there's something wrong with Celestia, we all know.
There's something wrong with Twilight. Celestia has constantly, repeatedly said, I'm not angry, I'm not angry, I'm not angry, I'm not angry. And Twilight's going like, my God, she must be furious.
Oh, you know, Twilight's clearly got dissociative personality disorder.
No, she's just got the memory of a goldfish.
Yet, anyways, yet, 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 as impossible as it sounded, the filly knew, deep down, that she had always seen the princess as a motherly figure. Those cold nights where she tucked her in, tea with her in the private gardens, stopping everything in her busy schedule to calm her when she was upset. Everything fit.
Holy balls, are they seriously treating the fact that Celestia treats Twilight like her own daughter as some sort of profound revelation?
Oh my gosh, she actually likes me.
Jesus Christ, the show has made that pretty
spending,
fucking
like,
clear.
After spending most of my life with her, and her being nice to me, I think she
But
might
they're
like
treating
me.
it like a ship, except that it's just like the fucking canonical, mother-daughter relationship that Twilight and Celestia have. The fuck?
Well, bad writing is not uncommon here.
Yeah, but this is just like, this is incredible. This is the author trying to take credit for, like, creating like a romance for the ages between characters who have a canonical relationship that is literally exactly the same thing that they are describing.
Well,
But
She voiced uneasily.
the book said that, well, golems have a familiar relationship with the Maker. I feel like I love you too, but that could just be the spell that animated me.
Wow. Fuck you too, I guess, is what she's trying to say.
I think I love you, but I think that's just you making me love you.
I'm gonna be completely honest, Celestia. I think I might love you. It might just be the drugs.
Man, you sure she wasn't in our Conspiracy X campaign?
Could be. Hey, Celestia, it's your line. Go. We only have 20 minutes before midnight, so hurry
Shit,
along.
Where is it? Oh.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. No chance. No way.
I won't say no.
Oh God. What have I?
Not a chance. Celestia said warm. Oh, pfft.
Celestia
Sorry.
smiled warmly.
I'm sorry, those commas are weird. When I made you, I cast 2 spells on you. The first was to ensure you stayed alive and asleep, while I figured out what the hell to do with you. The second spell, however, broke that clause you spoke of. I didn't want you to feel anything for me that was against your free will. Never mind that I made you.
Also, that contradicts what was in the original first chapter. She did fucking cast a spell to make her feel things that she didn't want to. She wanted to make her a soulless vessel with absolutely no mental recourse. The fact that Twilight ended up sapient was a total fucking mistake.
Oh, well.
Oh, this is typical politician. Just
Fucking doublespeak bullshit.
mistake. I did it on purpose. I did it. It was yeah.
Oh, was that on purpose?
Oh, anyways.
Put and
Alright.
pop.
New
Oh,
tears.
forget. Oh. Okay. No tears welled up in the filly's eyes, unlike the other times during the whole episode. What? Is this being? No.
Oh my god.
I know that's not what they mean, but this feels like they're breaking the fourth wall.
It really fucking does.
I know, it felt the same way too.
They were no tears of pain.
They were
They
not,
were not.
they were not tears
No,
of pain.
they were not. They were not tears of pain or anger or sorrow.
But of unbridled joy.
That's
Quite
a weird sentence.
Quite suddenly,
That makes.
the princess felt something warm pressing against her.
Oh my god, it's her dick.
You took the words from my mouth.
Yes. Looking at her
Looking
side,
to yeah.
no,
she
looking at her side, she saw the tearful filly nuzzling tightly into her.
I love you too, Mom. Fuck my real mother. She's a bitch.
He's not even.
Shut up, Celeste. You're not my real mom.
That was funny that yawn happened right there. It's like, oh, I'm so bored with this.
Well, it's like almost fucking midnight, and I am bored.
Anyways,
That was.
it was a simple sentence, but one that the princess longed to hear for over 20 years.
So Twilight is over 20
So
years
she's
old,
not a filly.
and the story keeps on referring to her as a filly, and will continue to refer to her as a filly in this next line.
She draped a wing over the filly, her filly, and wrapped her neck round her, eyes glistening with tears.
That is unpleasant.
The pair stayed like that for well over an hour, neither moving or speaking, simply embracing each other, other as mother and foal for the first time, neither wanting to spoil the moment. However, the princess noticed the sun beginning to arc towards the horizon, and broke the silence.
Am I the only one who finds it a little bit weird when there's like mother and foal? It's like, for Christ's sakes, you can say like mother and daughter, or
Child.
mother and child. It's not like the show goes away from referring to the characters as girls or sisters.
Yeah, they really
or
don't.
mother and father. It's just weird when you're like, oh,
Mother.
like mother and foal. That's like saying like mother and baby. Twilight and Celestia were hugging like mother and baby.
Babby.
Babbies.
Babby Twilight. Anyways. Okay. The princess noticed the sun beginning to arc towards the horizon and broke the silence.
Actually, it'd be closer to like mother and girl. But anyway, continuing.
G-Money.
G-Money. Go.
Now remember Twilight. Hello?
G-Money.
Yeah, I'm here.
Now remember Twilight.
Now remember Twilight.
Now remember Twilight.
Shimmertail.
Shimmertail is as much your mom as I am, and Trixie is still your sister.
Fuck!
Making
No.
this story really bad. Do not forget about them, simply on my account.
Twilight looked into her eyes, wide in shock and more. Once more. Damn it.
How do you know about my... Celestia?
Oh, my precious pony.
The princess smiled.
Your mother's been my good friend for years. How could she not tell me? It hurt me when I heard that they didn't accept her into the academy with you. I tried to pull some strings, but they all broke.
Oh, poor fucking Trixie. She deserved to get into the academy that not even fucking Celestia could pull enough strings to get her stupid ass into it.
That means
Man,
she's
You
stupid.
failed
She did
the
push-
test
she
so
did.
badly that the school for whom the school is fucking named after, the god ruler of the entire goddamn kingdom,
That's like-
didn't have enough fucking strings to get your stupid, useless ass into the university.
That's like if I went applied to like Harvard and they were like, no, your GPA isn't just
like-
isn't
No, this is
high
the
enough.
equivalent.
And
This is the
Mr.
equivalent
Harvard
of
himself comes in and says, hey man, you should let this guy in. He's pretty cool. And they're like,
Nah.
No, it's more than that. This
And
is
these
the
are-
Harvard came
equivalent
back from the dead.
of someone trying to get into like Oxford and the fucking queen coming in and being like, now listen here, you folks. I think this boy deserves it. I'll pay all of the rent and make sure it's entirely on the crown's expense. And they're like,
No.
dude,
Nah.
have you seen this kid? He's a fucking moron. She's like, oh, well, I did my best. I guess he's just too fucking stupid to get into school. Oh, well.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. That voice. I'm sorry.
oh god, I'm.
Anyway.
So I
And it
gave-
also seems like this whole secret isn't so much a secret anymore.
What secret, right?
I was like, why is
The whole
Trixie
world
such a
knows.
fucking secret? It's just like
Everybody knows.
you. It's like you and your sister. And she's like, how did you know? I mean, I know that literally you arranged for me to be adopted by my family, and therefore probably would have noticed that they had another fucking kid. But, like, how did you figure it out? We keep her. We locked her in the basement for years. We didn't even let her keep the family name. Hell, we shoved a fucking hat and cloak on her just so she'd be less recognizable because of what a ugly disappointment she was.
We sent her out. We sent her out of town. We left her in the woods and
Literally, when my parents came home with me, they took her out and tossed her into the woods. She kept on crawling back for 7 goddamn years before we managed to pawn her off on another family. Yeah. How did you figure out that she was ours? We have done everything in our power to keep the family connection between us secret as hell because of how goddamn disappointing Trixie is.
Wow.
That's
why she couldn't get in.
For the first 6 months, they called
she
her
lived
not
in a well.
violent.
We literally shoved her in a bucket and tossed her down a well. That's how much we tried to keep her secret. We put down the food and stuff. We even put in magical wards so no one could, accidentally look into the thing and notice that there was a kid down there. And you still managed to figure it out? How?
We even filled the well with cement to just make sure.
She wasn't able to talk until she was 12, mostly because no one was allowed to talk to her.
Oh my god.
We tried to pawn her off as the family pet to evade taxes. And you still managed to figure out that Trixie's my sister? Really?
Anyways.
So I gave your mom the idea to make those dolls for you two, so that in some small way you would always be together. I guess Twilight forgot her doll that episode.
Apparently,
Duhad, you should probably talk.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you, by the way.
Thank you.
The purple pony sniff.
Not at all, dear. Now, unless I am mistaken, your chariot, because now you get a chariot, should be ready to take you home to Ponyville now. I thought you murdered all your friends, though.
That's like having
Hitler come out and
just after the Nuremberg trials, just have him just rolled out back to Germany in a limousine.
It's like he gets dragged off a couple weeks later. He comes back in a fucking gold-plated limousine. Hi everybody, guess who's back? Hi everyone. I'm going to be living back in.
What I did, you guys. Promise it won't happen again.
He's like, and just because Celestia insisted that we weren't going to be on bad terms, I'm moving back into a predominantly Jewish district. Hope nothing is the matter. I'm bringing in my bags now. Also, I'm a god now. Just FYI. Okay, no hard feelings.
Also, don't mind the oven in my kitchen.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, that was... Wow.
No, I'm totally reformed now. Please, everybody, just treat me like a regular person who is also Hitler and also a god now. Just saying. You can call me Hitler.
If I think about... Don't
God
worry,
of the sun.
because the mayor has a special... If I ever think about taking over Germany again, the mayor is going to give me a big spanking.
The mayor has a special button that's to stop me from talking until I behave again. Because if I'm going to be honest, I've been a very naughty Hitler. Oh.
Oh, God.
Anyway, moving on.
Voice acting I've ever heard.
Oh, fair. Anyway. Okay. All right.
Not all. Not all, my dear. Celestia, is your line.
No. Wait, yeah, that was not at all, my dear. Now, unless I am mistaken, your chariot should be ready to take you home to Ponyville by now.
Oh, right.
That's the joke we just made.
Yeah. I was just moving on. Right.
Twilight crawled out from under her wing and over to the door. Okay, that was a little. The subject thing was a little unclear. Made it kind of sound like she crawled up from her own.
Oh man, I love sentences there.
Somewhat hesitant to return home. By then, news had spread about the fire and that swept over 20% of the town. people. It's like.
Oh, by then they noticed that half the town had caught fire.
By that point, even the slow, dim-witted Earth ponies of Ponyville had managed to figure out that their town was on fire.
It's like, even by now, New York had finally found out that Godzilla was out climbing the Empire State Building and frying pedestrians below.
Well, no, this would be after even that. By this point, the New Yorkers had realized that Godzilla had come, knocked over their city, dived back into the ocean, come back out again, smashed it again, went back in, died.
It came back normal.
Yeah, then they realized something was up.
Anyways, okay then. By then, news had spread about the fire that swept over 20% of the town, injuring several ponies in the process.
That's what happens with 20% of your town.
They noticed slightly faster than everyone else.
People in Cloudsdale were busy. Didn't notice. They were too busy watching the Super Bowl.
You know, they could have turned off the fire probably if they had just kicked a few clouds.
Probably. Anyway.
They got them. Just as she was about to open the door with her magic, she heard a soft, deliberate cough behind her. Turning around, she saw the princess standing at full height.
One last thing, Twilight.
Surprise!
Surprise!
She said,
Please keep what you just said to yourself. There are ponies out there who might try to hurt you, to get at me.
Aunt Meg, you cannot let people know I'm Spider-Man. There are people who are going to hurt you to try and get at me.
I would rather die than have that happen to you. Oh, and I left a note for you in the chariot. Open it when you get in the air. I'm afraid I can't see you off. Screw you.
By the way, don't tell anybody about that, about what we just said. People might try to kill you. Oh, and by the way, I left you a cupcake in your car.
By the way, you should eat
Hey,
that.
babe, I love you. Just, don't mention it around, okay? I want to keep our relationship on the DL, okay? It's for your own safety,
Yeah, no, I can't
All
see
right,
you on
later,
Valentine's-
Cater.
I can't see you on Valentine's Day. I can only see you on the day after.
Ooh, I've got important plans for work. I'll see you later, babe. No, Twilight, see ya. Awesome. Okay, driver, let's go.
Okay, where was I?
What the purple mare?
The purple mare started to the door once more, just about to open it with her magic. Since she could feel her powers was back to normal levels.
Now I
However,
can open doors again.
a through crossed her mind.
Man.
A through
Crossed her mind. Yeah.
colon.
Yeah. Colon.
One that had been bugging her for the past fortnight.
So
How many licks does
Princess
it really
Celeste-
take to
Yeah.
get
How many
the
lists does it take to get through the roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Princess Celestia, how come kids can see... Can you see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
She paused, turning to her mentor.
Yes, Twilight, of course.
She
It's just
replied.
yes, Twilight, but I was trying to make more of a joke. Oh, that's your line, Duhad. Sorry.
Okay. Why did you let me rule Equestria these past 3 weeks? I know Luna can raise the sun as well as the moon. I mean, you did both for 1,000 years, so why have me do it? Oh, it's because I don't trust Luna. Oh.
It's because
She
okay.
might go back to hell, where she belongs.
She's a bitch. Not gonna let her take over my kingdom. Wasn't gonna let her do it in the past, not gonna let her do it now.
Luna doesn't deserve nice things.
Because, you trying to kill me isn't the same as Luna trying to kill me.
It's like, let's face it, I would rather have a sociopathic asshole who's going to plunge my kingdom into doom than let my fucking sister run my kingdom!
God.
Never mind that she might actually just, make it only nighttime instead. Which might not be as bad as, driving
Not as
it
bad
into
as
the
what
ground.
Twilight ends up doing.
Oh man, I accidentally went too
Alright,
far.
anyway, alright.
I went too far, you guys.
Oh no.
There are two reasons. Twilight? Firstly, I wanted you to better experience what life is like for me. And what better way than by walking a mile in my hoofstoos?
Secondly, fuck Luna.
Secondly, I hate my life. Secondly, I figured you might appreciate the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, since I know how much you love to study pony magic. What the Even if you didn't like most of my duties, I could tell from your face yesterday that you liked bringing the dawn, as it utilizes ancient magic once used by the creators themselves.
I don't let you do it if it's just cause for shits and giggles.
Established.
Basically, she says, just for shits and giggles.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I suppose it did feel kind of nice. We retroactively retcon. Show. let's tell rather than show.
I thought she felt completely miserable doing it the whole time.
Yes, she did.
She
Again,
did. She was crying about it the whole time.
It's all telling rather than showing.
She replied with a blush on her cheeks.
Ooh, saucy.
The princess smiled back at her little fellow.
Yes, I know. Although you can't touch the sun anymore, I allow you the right to use any other spells you might have learned from Luna. You have earned them, and I doubt you will misuse them again.
You can't. No, you can't. No
touching my stuff, but you can have Luna's stuff.
You can have Luna.
Again, fuck Luna.
Apparently. Not you,
Man,
Kitty. I love you, Kitty.
Man, I you know what? I have to say I love Luna more as a character after this story.
You'll feel the same way about Rarity, trust me. By the end
all of
of
a
the
sudden, I like having her as my waifu, and Rarity's starting to take second place.
Trust me, once we get through the second story, you will hate Trixie as much as I do, and you will start liking Rarity just so much more. Anyway, moving along.
Never mind, she's on.
All right, see you later, princess.
The filly chirped as the door creaked open behind her.
And thank you for everything.
The door shut.
Thank you for letting me rule the sun, ruining my life.
Thanks for ruining my life, you horrible bitch.
Thanks for everything, you asshole.
Fuck you, Celestia. Anyway.
I'm going home.
Thank you, guys. I'm going home.
The door shut in front of her face with a gentle click. Mother and foal looking into each other's eyes until the very end. Wait. Hold on, I'm trying to
They closed the door and then stared at each other through it.
Through the door.
Just
through the hole of the door.
One thing that she didn't take away my X-ray vision.
No, that was Luna's power.
Alright, anyway, later on,
the chariot, she found the letter in an envelope addressed to her and the princess's hoof writing bearing her name on it. Wait, hold on. A tiny nitpick. What is it hoof writing if she doesn't use her hoofs to write it? Because she probably used magic on DeQuill to
quite possibly, yeah.
Well, maybe her magic was too weak because, Twilight had it all.
No, because Twilight gave it all back now, so it's stupid. Alright, anyway, continuing though, we're almost to the end of what we're going to do for right now.
Alright, okay, bearing the hoof, dressed in the princess's hoof writing, bearing the name on it. It was tucked into a small slot for visitors to keep their papers during their longer flights. Like when foreign dignitaries arrived at Port Noble from lands across the sea. Carefully opening it with her magic, the mayor read the contents to herself.
Alright, I know this is G's line, but I'm just going to take this over because we're at past midnight and I want to just get to this real quick. And because I have a voice. I want to do the Queen voice for this real quick.
Okay.
My dear Twilight.
Oh my god.
I apologize for not talking to you about the incident until right before you left. But I felt the need for you to have some time to yourself. to cool down and reflect on the situation. If I have told you of this note's existence, then our little chat went very well indeed. However,
Oh my God.
on the off chance you are snooping around in a bored stupor, I urge you, but didn't expect you, to stop reading here. Have a safe flight.
What?
With every day and every letter you remind me more and more of myself at your, relatively speaking, tender young age. I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. Even when we were fighting, I felt the same pride swell in my heart. Even if you had killed me outright, I feel you would have made an excellent ruler of Equestria. You see, when I took power, I strove to be the best, most powerful princess in all history. The urge and lust for power only worsened when my mother, Queen Notia, fell ill with a terrible disease that robbed her of her mental faculties. At the time, I thought she found me and my sister intentionally. For the longest time, I was angry at her and the world. This led me to do unspeakable horrors and kill many innocent ponies.
Wait, what?
In fact, the bitterness that overtook Luna and turned her into Nightmare Moon was entirely my fault.
Wow.
What the
I came
hell?
to realize it about 200 years after the fact, and then I
I'm
laughed
a
along.
douchebag.
I still haven't forgiven myself for doing all those horrid things, but the trick is learning how to live with it.
What
I
the f-
apologize again, as it seems to be rambling. Another trait we have in common, my beloved daughter. Do not worry about your friends. I'm sure they're really all you say in your letters. They will welcome you home in earnest. That said, please continue to send me your reports on the magical friendship. Luna and I don't get to spend a lot of time together, and your letter's one of the few occasions we can share. I would also ask if you tell any pony about our relationship. Please ensure it is kept in your inner circle, namely Spike, the yellow one, Blue, the white one, that earth pony with the hat, and the pink one.
The pink
Also, please have no worries about blowing up at them again. Just remember Auntie Luna breathing exercises, and you'll be fine. You have grown into a smart and beautiful mare, Twilight. I have no doubt that everything will work out in the end. Look forward to your next report, Celestia.
Wow.
Wait,
Douchebag.
hold on.
There's
There's
too
so
many
much-
fuck ups.
So much dumb.
Wait, hold on.
This is like Hitler telling you, hey, by the way, not only is it like, it's like Hitler being like, oh, you know Mussolini? Yeah, that was my fault. It wasn't his idea by himself.
I've been beating up Luna for years about her turning into Nightmare Moon. It was me, Dio.
You thought the Nightmare Moon was all Luna being jealous of me and stuff, but no, it was Celestia.
I also love the fact that
Like a
basically
rainbow
this
in
is
the dark.
an almost the exact recreation of that one scene in the abridged Dragon Ball series where the old Namekian dies. He's just like, and then remember the time there was a famine that almost wiped out our entire race, and we blamed the albinos and killed them all and ate their children. It was me.
Nice.
So it's like, everything is her fault.
By the way,
Everything.
and by the way, I've killed tons of people.
Oh
so
my
don't
God,
feel
I've killed-
bad about that.
So many people. It is not even funny how many people I've killed. All right, there's a tiny bit left, but we're just gonna stop for now because it's past midnight, and we'll finish it off in a special mini conclusionary video. And in that time, we will also generally kind of look back on the entire fic before moving on to the sequel. So until then, I've been Duhad. This has been G Money.
Yo.
And that's Time Night.
And this is G Money without a cough as much.
Indeed. And that's Time Night.
That was Time Night, yes.
Stop talking about Time Night so you can say something.
Stop stealing my spot.
Okay. Well, whatever. He just doesn't get a sign off, I guess.
He can have it now.
No, it's too late.
No,
Too late.
No, the Time Night shall rule forever. No.
Bye, everybody.
Nightmare Time Night now.